Hey guys, my name is David. Welcome to my channel, DACD. I want to call it David into Clooney David. Thank you guys for my subscribers. It's gonna be 145 subscribers. Holy cow guys, I'm so happy. I'm so happy about my fans who love my video of next will be Chapter 04 video. So I'm here to sorry about not this. So today I'm gonna be reacting to all the videos of Sally and Kwebblekop video. So it's my name, Sally. What's gonna do all the video of Kwebblekop and Sally herself. Okay, sorry. So I'm gonna to my channel 2,000 likes and my channel. Thank you so much guys. I got 8,000 people like me. So let's do 28,000 likes and we do another video about Sunny Channel. So yeah, I think about Kwebblekop and telling him start to start acting to once he brought alive with himself. One is Kwebblekop is stealing thumbnails, and and two, he has to expose the YouTuber, the celebrity. So yeah, let's go to my channel. So yeah, let's get started. 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, my headphones. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, there you go.
April 2021 at 97.9 million views. April 2022, 8.5 million views. In the space of only 12 months, Kwebblekop's viewership has fallen by roughly 90%. We're going to outline every single mistake made which has brought him to this unfortunate point. Now, to cut Kwebblekop aka Geordie a little bit of slack, we need to specify that because he's a gaming YouTuber, some of this decline has actually been out of his control. We've explained in past videos that gaming YouTubers often have a very volatile career as their view count is directly tied to the popularity of whatever game they happen to be playing. We can see this trend when looking at Kwebblekop's best month ever back in August 2019, when his channel would achieve a monthly viewership of 166 million. At the time, Minecraft was coming back into the mainstream, bolstering Kwebblekop's content, whilst Fortnite was still in its prime YouTuber phase, giving him countless opportunities for fresh new videos. Since Geordie had no control over the popularity of these games, you might go ahead and call this an element of luck. However, almost everything else which was bringing him these 166 million views had been a result of Kwebblekop's actions. For example, Geordie was a master at collaborating with other YouTubers.
I'm a YouTuber. I want to know more YouTubers. I want to get to know all the YouTubers. I want my friends to be YouTubers or people that are doing similar stuff.
This became most evident after forming a YouTube trio known as Robust, which included Kwebblekop alongside two other familiar faces, Jelly and Slogo Man. Kwebblekop explained that his first viral video with over 14 million views was him, Jelly and Slogo simply messing around on GTA 5. As their relationship strengthened, a video where Kwebblekop simply met Jelly in real life for the first time gained over 12 million views. The trio were even picked up by PewDiePie's YouTube network Revel Mode alongside Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, with the subscriber count of Kwebblekop, Jelly and Slogo being the best piece of evidence for the success they'd find as a trio. In addition to forming the Robust group, Geordie began dating fellow YouTuber Azzyland in 2016, with Azzy herself having a multi-million subscriber count at the time, meaning that they could collaborate on various different videos providing further growth for each creator. Yet the overwhelming driver behind Kwebblekop's extreme viewership was without a doubt his laser focus on the content in combination with an unwavering work ethic. After beginning his channel, Geordie made a commitment to upload one video every single day, which he would continue for a period of over 9 years.
27th of August 2012, said to myself, I'm never going to miss a day of uploading, no matter what happens, and every day I'm going to make a video that's better than the one before.
Additionally, all of his energy was being focused on one channel only, ensuring that the one daily video was always of the highest quality.
Every day I worked on it, every day I studied it, I watched tutorials, I read articles, I spoke to people, I practiced, and every day I made new videos.
And within this daily upload, it was obvious that Kwebblekop's goal was to ensure the most optimal experience
Yeah,
for
but
the
this is daily
audience.
basis.
I was making videos that my audience loved watching, right? So I asked myself, what does my audience love the most?
Each of those clips from Kwebblekop's discussion on the Watch Time podcast also displayed just how switched on he was in terms of personal development and the correct attitude required in order to grow a successful YouTube channel. So if he had the correct attitude and mindset in order, why after 5 years of gaining an extremely consistent 100 million views per month did this number drop to between 5 and 15 million over the course of only a year? Well, in order to answer that question, let's begin by looking at a Twitter post made by Kwebblekop in early 2020. Before things go any further, I want to address the rumors. After 3.5 years of being together, Azzy and I recently broke up. I have nothing but love and respect for this beautiful, smart, and caring woman. Please respect our privacy, thank you, which was accompanied by a video approximately 1 year later, conveniently just before his views began to decline, explaining the reason behind their breakup.
Why did you guys break up? Well, as you guys might know, I'm from Amsterdam, the Netherlands, and Azzy is from Canada. And it was a long-distance relationship. Once the honeymoon phase was over, we realized that we're two people from completely different places.
However, it would still be a little far-fetched to blame Kwebblekop's decline in viewership on nothing but this separation. Sure, he had one less person to collaborate and make videos with. However, if we take the date of Geordie's separation announcement, March 2020, and placed alongside his view count at the time, he actually went up in views after breaking up with Asland. Of course, there were other factors at play during this time, such as people being at home and therefore watching more YouTube due to the pandemic. Yet, as an overall, the data doesn't really suggest that this breakup had much of an impact on his eventual decline in views. However, it wasn't only Azzyland that Kwebblekop would stop making videos with. After 5 years of filming together, the robust trio being Kwebblekop, Jelly, and Slogo would also slowly disintegrate. Instead of playing with Geordie, who was busy making various reaction videos, Jelly and Slogo replaced him with a different YouTuber by the name of Craner, which was noticed by fans on Reddit. The last thing I remember was that Kwebblekop was playing Minecraft with Jelly and Slogo Man in Robust Town. Now everything has changed. Jelly and Slogo Man replaced Kwebblekop with Craner in a new Minecraft server. Kwebblekop made his own solo play, and right this moment he's only doing reaction videos. What is going on? Anyone got the explanation for it? Why is he now not playing with his friends anymore? Why isn't he playing games anymore? Is he going to maintain it like this, or will he come back to his own self again? First he took down the vlogs, but then he stopped playing with friends. As this became an increasingly common discussion in Geordie's comment section, he'd upload a video titled Why I Left Jelly and Slogo, explaining that as a result of making video after video with the group, each of which following a similar narrative, Kwebblekop felt as though he wasn't growing due to a lack of creativity.
I saw that my creativity was running out. I was just doing things with the group. I was going into that direction. I realized that I stopped growing as a person and that I just stagnated in life and I was just doing the same thing.
Geordie also explained that at around the same point in time, he'd become depressed, which made him feel as though he was holding the group back.
I ended up getting a depression, which I've never, ever said anywhere publicly, but it was also holding them back because I couldn't give them the energy that they needed to make these videos good.
And as a result, he began to participate in fewer and fewer recordings.
It wasn't a clear-cut, bye guys, see you tomorrow. And instead it was me joining less and fewer recordings.
From this point onwards, Kwebblekop was no longer making videos with the group, which had helped him to become so successful in the first place. He then began to collaborate with a new YouTuber going by the name of Tiger, yet this would also end in another bit of drama.
Me and Kwebblekop got into a fight, and after this fight I was pretty much left with nothing.
Kwebblekop found Tiger when he was still a small YouTuber, and while the details aren't public, it seemed as though Kwebblekop offered guidance and growth to Tiger in exchange for part or full ownership of the channel.
I'm like, this guy could be a really big YouTuber. If I would coach him a little bit, he has so much talent.
Now this went exactly as planned in the beginning. They started playing together and pretty quickly Tiger's viewership skyrocketed from 2 million views per month to 20 million views per month. However, at around the same point in time, Tiger randomly stopped uploading altogether. 2 months later, Tiger would upload a video on a different channel titled Why I Left Kwebblekop and Tiger, explaining that he couldn't talk about what had happened with the channel.
And I'm not going to get too much into who was in the right or who was in the wrong, because I can't.
But he was no longer friends with Kwebblekop.
Everyone is asking the same thing. Why are you not uploading to Tiger, and what happened between you and Kwebblekop? Well guys, it essentially boils down to one thing, and that is that me and Kwebblekop are actually no longer friends. I feel hurt, I feel disappointed, I feel betrayed, and most of all, I feel forgotten.
What would become obvious later
Oh
was that
boy, oh
somehow
boy,
Kwebblekop had
Kwebblekop.
claimed ownership over Tiger's
Okay,
channel,
no.
as he would upload a video where he had cloned Tiger's voice and attached it to an AI, which would provoke another response from Tiger, who was once again insulted by Geordie's actions.
He made this cartoon character, loaned my voice, and put it on the Tiger channel. Listen, Geordie, this cartoon version of you might be your best friend, but I'm not your best friend, okay? I'm not even your friend.
And after Tiger called him out, Kwebblekop seemed to panic as he would delete every video featuring the AI Tiger clone. The two would make up on Twitter, with Geordie stating life is too short to have enemies, yet shortly thereafter Kwebblekop would end their exchange by blocking Tiger on Twitter.
But then for some reason, my man decided to block me. But you know what, man? I don't care.
What's most interesting about this whole interaction is that it correlates perfectly with the point at which Kwebblekop's views began to decline rapidly. However, the reason for the impending decline wasn't the drama itself, or rather one discovery made by Geordie throughout the conflict with Tiger, being that he could make an AI character to act as a real person. One of the biggest lessons I've learned in business is that pretty much everything you dream is possible. Cloning yourself, too easy. 4 years ago, I was in the middle of a burnout, made 3 videos per day and streamed 2 to 3 hours per day. I wished I could clone myself, so I did. What Kwebblekop is referring to in this Twitter thread is a channel he launched 1 month after the drama with Tiger, which posts gaming videos and uses an AI character as the main personality within the videos. Now, there's nothing wrong with anyone beginning a second channel, but when looking at the numbers, it's obvious that this new AI channel going by the name of Blue was seriously fragmenting Geordie's attention on the main channel. It was launched in May 2021 and began to do 4 million views per month instantly. Yet if we look at the Kwebblekop channel, May 2021 was also the point at which his viewership declined from an average of 100 million views per month to 60 million views per month. Kwebblekop began to celebrate the strides that his AI channel was doing, yet he also seemed completely oblivious to the massive decline that was happening on his main channel. His average monthly viewership was down by 40 million on Kwebblekop while he was celebrating 4 million views a month on Blue. It was the very definition of the man who chases 2 rabbits catches neither, and this decline on the main channel brought about further changes, which would ultimately make things even worse. Kwebblekop would upload a video titled My Most Important Video with I Quit in the thumbnail, explaining that he was no longer enjoying YouTube.
I'm having a hard time being creative. I'm having a hard time having fun in my job. I'm having a hard time sleep. I'm always worrying about YouTube, always thinking about YouTube. I'm not enjoying it as much as I was
before going on to state that after 10 years he was discontinuing the daily uploads.
That's why after 10 years of making daily videos, I quit. I quit making daily videos.
Kwebblekop would finish the video by stating that starting from today, he planned on making top quality content that the audience wanted to see.
Starting today, from now on, you can expect my next video to be top notch, to be really flipping good, to be exactly what you want to see.
Yet the first 3 videos posted in the days that followed were him bragging about his $10,000 dog, then him bragging about his custom orange G-Wagon, then him bragging about his $7.5 million penthouse apartment.
Welcome to my $7.5 million penthouse tour. Let's see if this video can hit 100,000 likes.
And it's just like, why would you post this, dude? Not only have you stated in the past that you apparently don't do YouTube for the money.
I don't care about making an extra buck on YouTube. I don't care about the money. I really, genuinely do not do YouTube for the money.
But do you really think the audience wants to open up the YouTube app and instantly see something that makes them feel inferior to you? Do you think new viewers on your channel want to open up the video section and see one video saying I quit followed by 3 videos talking about how rich you are? Do you think it's just a coincidence that David Dobrik got cancelled in the same month that he posted his brand new multi-million-dollar house to YouTube? When you invite envy into the life of others, you pay for it in ways which you will not expect. The 3 videos felt like nothing more than a validation-seeking exercise which came off as quite insecure. A 2008 study by the Journal of Consumer Research stated that when people feel powerless and out of control, they feel an increased desire to purchase items which convey high status. Further, this increased attraction to high status products stems from a specific inclination to re-establish power, which might explain Kwebblekop's motive to upload these off-brand videos. Maybe deep down he felt as though he had lost his position of influence, which was certainly plausible because at the time of uploading the videos, his monthly viewership had declined by over 85% from its peak. Additionally, his house tour might have been evidence that Kwebblekop had fallen into the classic trap of becoming distracted from the channel by the items he was able to purchase as a result of the channel in the first place. This theory could be supported by the fact that after uploading his house tour to YouTube and announcing that he no longer planned on uploading daily, the videos slowed dramatically. It went from 1 video per day to only 2 videos in both March and April of 2022, doing further damage to the channel's view count. Now we can't neglect the fact that his Blue channel has actually gained a bit of traction over the last couple of months, gaining between 10 and 25 million views per month. However, when combining the views of both Blue and Kwebblekop together, even on the best months he doesn't crack 40 million views, which is still less than half of what he was able to achieve while simply focusing on one channel. In a recent video titled
Well,
My
it's
$100
massive
Million
at being
GTA 5 Business in Real Life, which sports a similar kind of vibe to the apartment tour, Kwebblekop talks about how he's also launched an NFT business and is working on a video game, potentially fracturing his focus from YouTube even further. As mentioned earlier, Kwebblekop is extremely switched on in terms of how to build and run a successful YouTube channel, although as a whole there are 2 obvious problems that need to be solved. The first problem, which thankfully is relatively easy to fix, is one relating to ego. Geordie, I know how much we as males love to brag. It's written in our DNA to talk endlessly about how good we are, but you have to resist the urge to do so. Proclaiming your high status by posting videos of your G-Wagon and multi-million-dollar home ironically does the opposite of what you want it to, as your audience doesn't want to follow someone that needs to be validated in any way, shape or form. The second problem is a little harder to solve as it requires either more sacrifice or time, and I could be wrong altogether with this second problem because I'm not sure what kind of numbers your other businesses are doing, but your focus is clearly fragmented, or maybe you have too many things to focus on. You claim to have between 50 and 100 employees.
I'm running a business with I don't know how many employees. Anywhere from 50 to 100 employees work here.
Yet your views are significantly below where they were during any other year since 2016. The potential inefficiency of this was also noticed by some of the sidemen.
So Kwebblekop has basically tweeted out saying that he spends on average 14 days and 14 editors to make one video. Instantly, I'm thinking your team or your process is incredibly inefficient.
And while the 1 step back for 2 steps forward mentality is a great thing to have, something feels off with the numbers. Maybe you're just bragging about employing way more people than you actually do, and if this is the case, it's just another piece of evidence for the previous point. Quit with the bragging. It's not necessary and adds no value to anything at any point in time. When you appeared on the Watch Time podcast with Muselk, one very mature thing that you said was that you appreciate when your YouTuber friends call you out on things. So while I was probably a little bit harsh in this video, hopefully it can provide some genuine tough love feedback about where you can improve going into the future.
Well, let's go over Kwebblekop just there. Alright, what's next? So, last one's gonna be a video called Shelly video. So yeah, let's go to action to Charlie himself. On the video called the boil 92% tickling of Charlie. So yeah. So like sorry if these 2 are go.
How did Jelly lose 92% of his audience in only 2 years? Did the content become repetitive, boring, and unremarkable? Did he become too focused on unimportant things outside of
Jelly
YouTube?
isn't
Or was his decline the
unremarkable?
direct result of Jelly's highly successful trio eventually coming to an end? We're going to provide a step-by-step explanation for why Jelly's channel hasn't been doing so well, which is most easily understood if we discuss how he became successful in the first place. When Jelly created his first video on the 3rd of June 2014, he had already been making videos for around 3 years on 2 prior channels, and as a result he had already built up some fairly significant skills. For example, Jelly clearly understood the basics of branding, with almost every thumbnail featuring a clear element of green, which also helped Jelly to release his first line of merch only 3 months after beginning the channel. However, the point at which things began to get serious was when Jelly became 1/3 of what came to be known as the Robust Trio. In the beginning of the group, the only 2 significant members were Jelly and Kwebblekop, who had already created a couple of viral uploads.
It's me and Jilly, and we were playing up, like, this is crazy viral video. 14 million views.
Kwebblekop then explained that he and Jelly realized that they could go viral by simply having a fun time together, which became significantly easier after the 2 announced that they were moving into a house together.
Me and Jordy are checking out a place. This is the place where me and Jordy are hopefully gonna live.
And while Jelly and Kwebblekop were already getting insane views as a duo, it will be after adding a 3rd member that things began to get crazy. Slogo Man or Slogo appeared on Jelly's channel for the first time in a video titled Sailing with Monster Trucks, and after this video received an above average view count, Slogo became a regular part of the group. Since they play GTA 5 more than any other game, they'd collaborate and grow together in almost every single video.
With Josh there was a much better chemistry. Jordy is always the
one who's probably the best at the game. Josh is always the annoying one, and I'm always the one that rage quits. And I feel like that's a good chemistry. It works very well.
Which
Chill.
resulted in Jelly reaching a million subscribers only 12 months after creating
What's
his
the other
channel.
chill?
God! My son! My son, baby!
Meanwhile, Jelly, Kwebblekop, and Slogo were becoming closer and closer friends every single day.
And in the meantime, just having banter, just roasting each other, and we were very close friends. Like, we spoke to each other every day. You know, we were there for each other every day. We knew everything about each other. It was just so much flippin' fun.
With the fun nature of the content helping them to innovate into making real-life videos.
We can do videos together in real life, and people like that even more. This one is 23.5 million views.
As mentioned by Kwebblekop, some of their real-life videos performed unbelievably well, such as this simple 5-minute Q&A on Slogo's channel, which to this day has received over 17 million views. Over on Jelly's channel, almost every vlog he'd post was equally popular, and as a result, Jelly passed 5 million subscribers only a year after hitting 1 million. By 2019, Jelly was gaining well over 200 million views every single month, helping him to receive his Diamond Play button and purchase a $6.5 million property in Monaco. However, while it was clear that Jelly was in a better spot than ever, 2019 would also mark the point at which the robust trio began to fall apart. While Jelly and Slogo continued to collaborate on numerous different gaming videos, Kwebblekop instead began to focus on reaction content and therefore began to appear in fewer and fewer of Jelly's videos. The robust trio was dissolving in front of everybody's eyes, but it didn't actually have all that much of an impact on Jelly's views, which if anything only continued to grow after Kwebblekop left. By taking a quick look over Jelly's content at the time, we can see that he still had an abundance of different games to play. He was constantly innovating with new ideas, titles, and thumbnails. Plus, in January 2020, Robust became a trio once again after Kwebblekop was replaced by a YouTuber named Craner, who had the most subscribed channel in all of Denmark. 3 months after Craner joined, Jelly was able to achieve his highest monthly view count ever at 511 million in May 2020. However, you don't have to be an expert in data analytics.
Okay, with the process. Okay, do you know about these about new tabooks? So, do you remember tabooks? About time books? I could not design because about the time I think you're telling you about how powerful it is views in my opinion. I think about time books is to explain what is a cleaner a bunch of friends to not even what parts and to listen not in a matter. So I I did a video about what is the time books for cleaner to be time books in my opinion. So I did a video about it. So no worries about that.
To see that after May 2020, something began to go horribly wrong. Now, we should begin by stating that there was unavoidably going to be some kind of decline from his 500 million view high point, as almost every gaming YouTuber was going through this same early 2020 viewership surge as a direct result of the pandemic. So if we ignore these views which had come about from people simply being at home, the real decline of Jelly began in early 2021. To cut Jelly some further slack, we should also highlight that Minecraft, Among Us, and GTA 5, the 3 main games that he was making videos on at the time of his decline, were well past their peak in popularity on YouTube, and therefore you could definitely make the argument that the first reason for Jelly's viewership decline was that people were simply getting bored of watching these games, which is a problem still faced by the gaming genre today. There haven't been any hugely popular game releases after Among Us in February 2021, which was basically the same month where Jelly's views began to decline. Therefore, the most popular games that Jelly can play are Roblox, Among Us, Minecraft, and GTA 5, all of which are years beyond their peak in popularity. Jelly has clearly noticed this problem himself, judging from one of his tweets reading, "Can GTA 6 just be released already?" With a possible motive for this being that Jelly is tired of playing the same old games on his channel. This might also provide an explanation for why Jelly's content has become a lot more repetitive and far less innovative. Back when his views were exploding in 2019, Jelly was pushing the absolute limits in terms of ideas, thumbnails, and titles, which, as mentioned previously, was aided by the abundance of different popular games. These days, however, it feels as though Jelly isn't pushing these boundaries in the same kind of way. The ideas, thumbnails, and titles feel almost identical to where they were 3 years ago, but they're now being applied to less popular games. Then there's the problem of the content itself, which in all honesty just doesn't feel like there's that much effort going into it. Sure, the editing on each video is fantastic, but they give off the vibe that Jelly's just played some random game for 30 minutes, sent the footage off to his editor, and taken the rest of the day off. Now, I'm sure that this certainly isn't the case, but for some inexplicable reason, Jelly gives off the vibe that he isn't as committed to the content as he used to be, which is an absolute necessity for the growth of a channel. It's no coincidence that a creator like Mr. Beast is constantly going out of his way to reiterate that he wants to be doing YouTube for at least another decade. He's signaling to the audience that he's in it for the long run, and he knows that as soon as you stop committing to your YouTube channel, the audience will as well. Meanwhile, Jelly does the opposite to this by stating that he sees his own channel as being dead.
I'm not on this list. Where on this list do I belong? I consider myself pretty dead. Hey, I consider myself to be in the dead category as well, alright? I'll tell you there.
And to make things even harder for himself, Jelly makes it very obvious that he's distracted by unnecessary things from outside of his channel.
I got nuts.
Now we're going to make a point that's somewhat similar to the one made in the Kwebblekop video, being the foolishness behind sharing a luxury lifestyle to social media, although we're going to approach it from a slightly different angle, because if anything, it's worse in the case of Jelly, as he's so obviously distracted by ego-related purchases. In early 2021, during the same time period where his views began to decline rapidly, Jelly announced that he'd purchased a $10 million boat.
At the start of this summer, I actually ended up buying myself a nice boat.
In the very same video, Jelly explains that he's also purchased a green Lamborghini Huracan.
I also bought a Lamborghini
to go with his already existing Lamborghini Urus. And in September 2022, Jelly posted another video explaining that he's bought an abandoned mansion, which looked as though it needed a fair bit of work and a lot of time away from being committed to YouTube.
It's a bit of a mess. I didn't make the mess. Yeah, I just bought it like this.
So why is this a problem?
I see so many business people get burned, and what they do is they start making some money, and then their lifestyle just creeps and it grows into this massive hungry beast that then consumes them. And what you've got to be very careful with is you can't let the byproducts of your thing distract you from your thing.
This is a principle that someone like Mr. Beast understands perfectly. He's always voicing his disdain for luxury and anything that removes the focus from the growth of his channel. On the other end of the spectrum, you have someone like Jelly, who seems to be searching for distractions, and it's clearly having an impact on his ability to produce top quality content. For example, in July 2022, Jelly uploaded a video titled "This Isn't Working Out," in which he'd explained that after many years, he was no longer able to produce 2 videos per day, and was instead going to start releasing just one.
Starting now, I am going to quit posting 2 videos a day.
This was justified by Jelly stating that the quality of each video should increase.
Lowering the quantity should up the quality. At least that's my goal. If I can spend more time on a video, that video will turn out better.
Although the quality didn't actually change much after posting this, meaning that Jelly was simply uploading half as often as before, with minimal change to the substance of the videos. Then there was the collapse of the robust trio, but for the second time. We mentioned earlier that Kwebblekop, who had close to 15 million subscribers, left the trio in 2019, but was instead replaced by Denmark's most subscribed YouTuber called Craner. Well, Craner continued to play with Jelly and Slogo for roughly 2 years. However, like Kwebblekop, he also began to appear in fewer and fewer videos. In May of 2022, fans noticed that Jelly and Slogo had removed any mention of Craner in their video descriptions, leading everybody to believe that Craner had been kicked from the trio. Well, 4 months later, Craner would take to his YouTube community tab to make the following announcement. Too many theories out there about why I'm not recording with the guys anymore, and I thought, although I always like to keep private, why not just address it so people don't get the wrong idea? Jelly and Josh are great people, and I wish them the best. Last year, and also somewhat into 2022, was the toughest time I've gone through. I lost my dad, came out of a long relationship with my ex-wife around the same time too. As most of you know, this resulted in me not recording for weeks or a month at a time. The guys were very understanding and sweet. However, no drama happened. I didn't use them to garner attention attention than leave. And for people saying I just use them for views, wouldn't it make a lot more sense to stay recording with two of the biggest creators on the platform? I think so. I wanted to change and I wanted to do my own thing for once. This post not only confirmed the end of the trio, which had made Jelly so successful in the first place, but it also felt like the death of innovation and authenticity on Jelly's channel. The robust trio represented a time when Jelly seemed passionate about making videos, as is highlighted in old comments such as, I enjoyed it more when they were actually having fun instead of just acting for family friendly. However, while this comment represents the tragic decline of a much-loved content creator, it simultaneously shows just how much of an impact these three legends had on the content creation sphere and the lives of millions.
Oh my goodness. Well, so he said, guys, that's my videos of Kwebblekop and Jelly video. The Brew 92% decline video, and then you listen to the audience in the video. So, Sonny was telling the truth, okay? So what we need. I did for access to Kwebblekop and Jelly himself in recording in the title. So, it has to be subscribed to Kwebblekop and Jelly. I did subscribe to both of them. So yeah, that's that. Alright guys, so that's it. This will be acting to Jelly and Kwebblekop video of so you just channel Jelly. So that's the Jelly channel. So thank you for watching my videos of Jelly. Listen to more satanic songs or more game tunes series. Let's go to the series on game tunes episode of Final Fucking Classic or similar that. So yeah, that's all of it. So yeah, thanks for watching guys in this video. Thank you. Let's do hate his smile, hate the like button, subscribe, and click the bell to and some more videos of the stuff of YouTube. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys, bye.